Scotty was a happy little terrier Chihuahua mix who was born in a puppy mill and ended up in a high-kill shelter in Akron. He had a horrible deformity where he walked on his elbows. Many adopters and rescuers passed him up, but Marilyn's Voice saw the potential in this little guy, and we took him under our wing, got him the medical care that he needed, and he was eventually adopted into a loving home.
This is Isabella. Izzy and her sister were rescued from an Amish puppy mill breeder in Millersburg, Ohio. He had plans on killing them until Marilyn's Voice stepped in. She had glaucoma in her eye, and the pressure behind it caused it to bulge out. It was very painful, and our vet said it had probably been that way for years. The eye was removed. Izzy flourished to become the sweet, loving girl she is today.
This is Azure. Azure was rescued from an animal hoarding situation in Trumbull County along with 161 other dogs. When we decided to foster Azure, we discovered that she was very much underweight, more than 20 pounds underweight, plus she had heartworm, which is fatal if left untreated, and she had hookworm, and her teeth were worn down to the gums from being chained up for years outside.
Kirby, a Papillon, was 4 to 6 years old when he was rescued from a Coshocton County puppy mill. Kirby's hind legs were partially paralyzed from them repeatedly falling through the wire bottom of his cage. Kirby was skin and bones because the puppy mill operator no longer fed him because he was of no more use.
This is Kelly. She's a rat terrier that was rescued from a puppy mill in southern Ohio. When she arrived to Marilyn's Voice, she was terrified and emaciated. She would cower and run from anyone that would come near her or try and pick her up. The sides of her jaw were so deteriorated that she ended up needing surgery in order to get it fixed.
Hello, my name is Christina Biondolillo, founder and executive director of Marilyn's Voice. Marilyn, a 4-pound Pomeranian, was the inspiration for our organization. Marilyn was debarked at the hands of a puppy mill operator. Sadly, we lost Marilyn shortly after Marilyn's Voice began, but she is the inspiration, and she leads us to protect animals in need. We do have a new mascot. Her name is Betty. Betty was also used as a breeding female in a breeding program, but now she is a loving companion and the mascot for Marilyn's Voice. You may ask yourself, what is it that Marilyn's Voice does for dogs in need?
What don't we do? We have gone into puppy mills, abandoned homes, hoarding situations, and high kill shelters to save these dogs. We have cut painful mats of hair that has dug deep into their skin and feet. We have seen and done it all. We will never give up, never.
Rehabilitation. Dogs from puppy mills and dogs that have been abused and neglected often need extensive rehabilitation, both physical and psychological. Puppy mill dogs don't even know how to be a loving pet. They don't know how to play with toys. They don't know the joy of being cuddled and loved. We also do post-surgical care, physical therapy, water therapy, and a lot of TLC.
Most of our dogs come from very difficult situations. Because we foster out of our own homes, we know all of their issues. We know whether or not they have behavior issues. We know whether or not they do well in a quiet household or would do well with kids. Because of all this information, it helps us find that loving home, and these dogs really deserve it.
Education. Marilyn's Voice is active in trying to educate the public about puppy mills and how to responsibly choose a loving companion. We give presentations at schools from 3rd grade through college level, 4-H groups, and Girl Scout troops. We have represented the animals at legislation in Columbus, and most recently have been honored by a local Lake County company on their 30th anniversary.
The job of the foster home is to provide a loving, nurturing environment. Their first job is to win the trust of the dog. The dog needs to know that a hand is a good thing. This is not always easy because of the severity of some of the dogs that we bring in, but we will not let a dog go until we feel it is rehabilitated.
Transportation is the connective tissue between high kill shelters, puppy mills, and what will be possibly their forever home. But transportation can also be a trip to the vet or a trip to the adoption event. Recently, I brought a mother and her baby up from Logan, Ohio.
Legislation is an important part of animal advocacy. Without tougher laws and stricter penalties, we cannot help those companion animals that so badly need us. It will take time, but Ohio is slowly changing its laws, and we need your help.
Fundraising. We do rely on fundraisers to provide vetting for all the dogs that we rescue. We have had wine tastings, we have had fashion shows for dogs, and it's called Maryland's Got Fashion with a splash of Merlot. It's a lot of fun because who doesn't love wine and who doesn't love to dress up their dogs? But without fundraising and generous donations from you, sadly, Maryland's Voice would not exist.
Adoption events. Maryland's Voice encourages all volunteers to attend adoption events when possible. Adoption events are the very best way to showcase the dogs we have available for adoption and to tell people about the work that we do. It's fun to spend a few hours loving on all of the dogs and bonding with the other volunteers. So, why do people get involved with Maryland's Voice?
For the love of the animals. I started volunteering for Maryland's Voice when I was 13. They gave me the opportunity to do what I love, care for animals. My friends are always asking what kinds of dogs we are fostering in their stories. That gives me the opportunity to educate them on puppy mills.
Maryland's Voice specializes in rescuing puppy mill dogs and abused and neglected dogs, which are very sickly and cost a lot of money to make healthy through vet bills so they can be adopted.
It's amazing to watch the transformation that these dogs make. They come in to rescue scared, sick, and injured, and we get to watch and help them heal and become happy, healthy dogs. The first time they give you a kiss or pick up a toy is a memory that stays with you forever and encourages you to help more dogs in need.
After all the rehabilitation and vetting is complete, it is now time to find their forever homes. Our adoption application process is strict. We will ask for vetting references, personal references. We want to know where the dogs will be kept. We want to make sure that they will be safe. Why do we do all of this? Because after all they have gone through, they deserve nothing but the best.
If you would like to learn more how you can help the dogs rescued by Maryland's Voice, or to volunteer, foster, or adopt, please go to our website at www.marylandsvoice.org. Now for some happy endings.